He's here. He's here. Lee from Brindley Honda. How you doing, mate? You all right?
I'm fine, thanks.
Yeah, good, man. How's the dodgy knee?
That's all right.
Yeah, is it better now? I know they were sticking needles and stuff in you. It's good to see you, buddy. And you brought with you a brand new bike.
Yep.
Honda CB1000, yeah?
F. Yeah.
F? Oh, well, that's because it's got the fared version and everything, I take it, yeah?
And GT.
Ah.
Gran Turismo, or whatever I'm called, Gran Touring.
Ah, is that with the panniers, the standards and the GT?
Yeah,
or?
it comes with the racks, the grab rails you can see, a top case which we've taken off.
Because you know I've got a history of knocking them off.
And obviously panniers, it comes with side panels as well. At a premium price, obviously over CBF fan.
Yeah, yeah.
But if you want the price and stuff, just go on to honda.co.uk and it's got prices on there for you.
Honda.co.uk, that's the place to go for all the prices and technical stats. Now, I've ridden the CB1000F. This is the big brother of that, obviously.
Yeah, it's a lot lazier. You can just stick it in your top gear and just roll it on.
Sweet.
It's much better than the motorway. I've got to say, I hadn't done too many miles on CBF though, but I felt really comfortable on it. It was really confident.
Yeah, because you've just ridden over here, haven't you? So
it was great down the motorway. Absolutely brilliant.
it does look, do you know what, it does actually look like a bike that would eat the motorway miles up, and you're saying, and I've heard as well actually, not only obviously awesome brakes, they've got the ABS down the front, double disc fronts, but the gearbox is a bit tasty on this, you were saying.
It's just a really sweet gearbox, you know. Honda have come for stick in the past for gearboxes, but this one's, for me, it was really, really nice, just slick.
Yeah.
Positive action, which is what you want, and I felt like I could hop on it and just pop down to Austria, you know, which we'll have an inkling to do, but it felt brilliant.
Okay, now this is obviously in the same category of things, what, the Phaser Tau,
yeah,
Kawasaki, obviously 1000.
Bandit 1200 GT or 1250 GT,
yeah,
stuff like that. So yeah, exactly what it's aimed at.
Okay.
A bit more refined and really nice build quality with stainless
Looks
steel.
nice actually. I like the fairing. It does actually look, you know, quite sporty for a kind of, as you say, a Grand Tourer.
Yeah, it's one of the best kept secrets of Honda. It's apparently up until I think a couple of months ago, not too sure about now, but it was the best-selling they call naked or traditional bike in the UK.
Sweet.
And we do really well with CB1000. People get on it, try them, and pretty much they're converted. So must be doing something right with it.
Yeah, yeah, totally. And like any major specific technical stuff I should know before I get on, or should I just get on and ride it? 96
horsepower, so
okay.
It's not blisteringly quick at the top end of horsepower.
Yeah.
But it produces about 96 newton meters of torque
at
about 8,000 RPM.
Okay.
So it's really lazy. And which is great for touring and commuting as well.
Yeah, totally.
1000cc engine.
So that would be like a retuned, obviously, version of the Blade engine, I take it, in there, or is that a completely different one?
It's one before, it's very similar to the CB1000R that you had.
Okay, yes, yeah.
But again, a lot slower revving. The comes with ABS, this one, specific models got
always
ABS.
Nice. I must admit, actually, I really like the CB1000R. Do you know what I mean? That was a little bit special. I thought that was a really good bike. So if this is going to be anything like that, with the fairing and the panniers and the back so I can go DJing with it, should be good.
It's nice and simple. Just make sure you put the panniers on properly.
Yeah, all right. Now listen, actually talking of which, let's go and have a look at the BMW, because now I've had a lot of debate to people about this, because I made a few comments. It wasn't meant to be kind of frivolous ones, saying, oh, it didn't seem that fast compared to sports bikes and that. But then having ridden it more, I've actually really grown to like this bike. Now, you are a big fan of BMWs, aren't you?
Yeah, I quite like. I used to work for BMW for a few years. They were, very much you have to get into them, but most people eventually find their way onto it, and it's like Marmite, you either love it or hate it. It
is a very different riding experience, I'm not going to lie, because, you know, obviously direct drive, the gearbox, the boxer engine. The gearbox, the thing that always freaked me out, every time I got to a junction I was still kicking down, waiting for first, and obviously it doesn't have that. But it's really handy when you've got the layout there that obviously tells you everything with the dials.
Yeah,
but I think the more I rode this, realised how powerful it was.
Yeah,
I was getting the front wheel up.
The boxer engine is quite quick, and it's one of those, it's like a big car. If you go around 100 mile an hour in a Nissan Micra, you're doing 100 miles per hour. If you go around in your old Camaro, big whatever, the 8 thing, you think you're doing 100, and it's like just ticking over at 1,000 RPM, and off it chugs along. That's what they like, because they are big engines, they're big lazy engines. You don't have a realisation of speed and what you're actually doing.
I think that's the thing. I think it was because it feels kind of sluggish. You know, not because it's just, as you say, it's a lazy engine. So I'm sitting there going, oh man, this isn't that rapid. It does 0 to 60 in under 4 seconds. And I tell you, as I say, the thing that really got me is massive torque, massive amounts of torque. I mean, I think I was in third and I just gave it a bit much and the front kind of came up, and not in a dangerous way, but in a that's pretty damn cool. And I love on this as well the burble when you come off the throttle. There's a little
Sounds like I got ME110 coming down your street.
It does. Or like the other thing, I was just like this Triumph Street Triple used to do that a lot as well. It has that little burble, which I personally, I know it's, you know, shouldn't really it's fuel kind of blowing up in the exhaust or whatever, but it sounds brilliant. You go past the granny, you just let off the throttle and watch her face. You're like, yeah,
that's what we buy these bikes for, isn't it?
Yeah.
You know, sewing machines, that we don't really want.
No, but you're right, to be fair. I mean, this is to me, and obviously it's a naked tourer, but I could just go on that and ride for miles and miles and miles with the heated grips, the seat and suspension. I mean, I know you pointed that out before, it's obviously very different size suspension, the forks are just going to there to hold it in, it's obviously in pivot, but my God, it was...
the best road suspension setup you'll ever have. Yeah, okay, when you start to push it, like the sports ones, very limiting, but as I said before, it detracts from the steering, from the braking, which is one of the worst things, forks are the worst things ever invented.
Yeah, because when you brake, obviously the weight goes forward, you can't steer as much, and with this one it was so much nicer. And what I really liked about it as well is, I don't know, I mean, as I say, it just felt, you could eat up the miles, but you could have fun on it, it was comfortable, it was, yeah. The weirdest thing was, though, getting on coming from something like this, and then getting on the Harley Iron 883, because obviously that doesn't have suspension. I mean, I love this bike, and I have actually fallen in love with it. Under £6,000. That is brand new. It's under £6,000, and I tell you what, 883 engine is obviously not as powerful as a 1200 Nightster. Love it though.
I thought if somebody got it and sprayed it.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it? Look, but the matte black is the blackest bike Harley have ever done, and I have loved this. But for everything, the reason opposite why I'd love those, it's got awful brakes, not awful, but you know, not exactly great brakes, not great suspension, not the best performance, but character, loads of it. And that was kind of, I did actually get that from the BMW as well.
I think it sounds that you pays your money and you takes choice.
Pays your money, takes choice. But it is, look, listen, we like to go out on the big bike, the sports bikes, and you know, blow our cobwebs away and take them on a track and stuff. But sometimes, and I mean this, just on Sunday, potting around Birmingham, do you know what I mean, through leafy kind of A's and B's roads, it makes 30 mile an hour fun. But
Broad Street.
Yeah, totally. I did. I've been down Broad Street. I rode up down the little bumpy bits, and that was, yeah. I think I broke my neck. But wicked. Well, listen, you've got to take the BMW back now because this is actually for sale. Someone asked me on the blogs as well. How much is this going for?
To be honest, I think it was 8.4. I think
it was around 8.4, maybe a little bit less, wasn't it? Yeah. But that's with obviously all the additions on it, and not with the scratched top box.
You took it the day you bought it in, so.
Yeah, that's true. I really like that. So you're going to take that back. Leave me with the Honda CB1000F GT. That's a mouthful, isn't it? I'm going to blatantly get that wrong by the end of it. CBF1000 GT.
See? Blade, you do everything else.
Yeah, just go. Yeah, everything's a blade. See that? That's a blade. That's a blade. Wicked. And I'm going to start riding this. I'm actually going home for the weekend, so I'm going to finish up the Harley today, and I'll be riding this all the next week. So I'll be able to give a really, really good opinion on it. I'm going to put some miles in. Sweet. And as always, Lee, it's a bloody pleasure to see you, sir.
Yeah.
Ride safe, dude.
Bye bye.